Warning: the following program may contain language and other elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. You've been fucking warned.
I'm gonna put a little salt in the atmosphere. I'm gonna make your mouth perspire. I'm gonna make a little treat guaranteed to be sweet. I'm gonna teach you how to dance with fire. Yeah, baby, let's get dishing. Step into my musician kitchen.
One, two, three. All right, well, we're back again with Cooking with Guitars.
And Musician's Kitchen.
So today we're making breakfast, baby. We are making Huevos Rancheros, which I'm excited about and he's excited about.
I am. At least I get to eat.
You do. You do. And we started off this morning with some special coffee that I made. Did you like the coffee?
It was fantastic.
Wasn't it fantastic?
Heavenly coffee.
Yeah, so what I did is I made a modified version of bulletproof coffee where I took my coffee and mixed it with, I mean, if I'm breaking this down by a cup, it's probably like a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half each of butter and coconut oil, and then a little bit of honey, raw honey, and then some cinnamon and clove, and then you blend that. And it's nice and frothy.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yes.
And I am finishing mine up and heavy drinking it. But, so here's what we're going to do. So I've already prepped this morning guacamole and pico de gallo. I don't know. I guess, yeah, let's show that camera and let's show that camera. There, now we're covered. But I've done these. I actually had an episode of Musician Kitchen where I made these. So I didn't worry about making them on camera because there's already a video for that.
Okay.
So I'll put the link in the description. And I'll send you the link so you can put the link in the description. If people want to see how those get made. But they're delicious, suffice to say. So here's what we got here. I got all my prep done. So the Huevos Rancheros, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the frijoles first. And I got me some cut up bacon, which bacon makes everything better. And, you know, I don't know who out there doesn't like bacon, but just handle yourself, please. And then we got, this is a combination of very finely minced red onion and garlic, which will also be in the frijoles. Then, of course, I'm cheating on the refried beans. I've never refried beans before. My father has done that before, and I know it's not like necessarily complicated. I'm just too fucking lazy to do that. So I got a couple cans of refried beans. And we got ourselves some Mexican 4-cheese blend. Again, laziness. I could have gotten the cheese and grated it, but fuck that noise. And then I'll be seasoning with salt and pepper, which are in these cornitas, which is very appropriate considering we're making Huevos Rancheros. And I got myself half of a lime here. And then I got cayenne pepper, chili powder, well, a chili lime seasoning, basically chili powder, and then cumin.
Nice.
And that is my seasoning for my Huevos Rancheros. And then we got, these are the hard Mexican tortillas that are traditionally used in Huevos Rancheros. So those will be underneath. Got some eggs, of course, and then we got, I'll be cooking the eggs in butter, and then we also got some sour cream for the dairy-eating folk in the household. That will not be me, but that will be my friends Jason and his lovely wife Jane.
Hey.
So we're going to get rolling.
Okay.
It's going to be delicious. It's going to smell good in here in just a minute.
So do you need my help with anything? Or
No, let's just stand there and look pretty and talk. Stand there, talk.
Look pretty, talk.
Well, look at this guy. Fresh out of the shower, and he's got his hair all nice and crimped and everything.
I did.
You are so on it.
Thanks, man.
So a little butter in the pan. I personally like a lot of fat in my cooking. I know there are people that'll hate on that, but you know,
it's flavor, man.
It's flavor, and there's just a lot of misunderstanding about fat. And this is getting into a little bit of keto stuff too, but the thing with fat is I mean, if you eat if you eat like 2 pounds of fucking bacon fat, you're an idiot. Okay? Like, I'm sorry, but don't do that. But like, if you just have like fat in your diet, it's not actually a problem. I mean, if you have like a specific dietary thing, full disclosure, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not advising you medically for my legal team, which is me. But, you know, fat isn't actually a bad thing. And in fact, cutting carbs is a much bigger thing. Not cutting them all the way out, but getting them in the right ways. Vegetables are great for carbs.
Absolutely.
And if you actually balance your fats and your proteins and then just get a lot of vegetables in your diet. It's actually incredibly healthy. And it's allowed me to stay relatively not, I for those of you that don't know, I used to weigh like 280 pounds. This has been the only sustainable thing, is doing ketogenic. This is the only way I've been able to easily sustain my weight in a reasonable way.
Fantastic. Yeah, I have not been. I've been sustaining this weight right here.
Well, that's cool. Hey, whatever works, man.
Whatever works.
So what I'm going to do first is render my bacon. Because, bacon. You guys stay warm?
So you got the butter, then you put the
little butter, a little bacon, yeah.
Into the butter.
Yeah,
Wow.
I do that. Well, I do that for a couple reasons. One, I just like butter, but two, bacon. I don't like when things stick to pans, and bacon can sometimes stick to pans initially. And I don't know, it's just a habit I got into doing of using a small amount of fat, like oil or butter or whatever, when I'm starting to cook bacon.
Gotcha. I'll
Now,
try that.
and this is probably a little bit more bacon than we need, but it's fine.
It's bacon.
So it's going in.
Nice.
And we are going to fully render this, so it's going to cook for a bit. I'm going to
Okay.
probably keep it on like a medium heat.
Very
We'll
cool.
let that roll for a little bit. Boom.
There you go.
Bacon!
Bacon.
Any Jim Gaffigan fans in the house? Great comedian. He has a great bit on bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. If you haven't seen it, it's worth a watch. I've
Nice.
watched it multiple times.
Nice.
So while this is going though, we got a fun, exciting day scheduled.
We
Don't
do.
Don't we? We're gonna be getting together with the band. I haven't played with a band of any sort in almost a year.
Yeah, we got keyboardist coming, bassist coming, got a drummer coming. We got a vocalist, a guitarist, another guitarist here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The real deal, man. The
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah. But I have to after breakfast. I do have to coil up some cables and get some runs done for everybody. Make sure everybody's plugged in so we can multi-track.
Yes, multi-track. We might even record some stuff
Yes.
today. Look at that.
Yes.
That is exciting. So exciting. And this, I put a lot of bacon in here, so this will take a little bit. So we're going to have to be patient.
Okay.
Bacon patient. It'll be worth it.
It will be.
Still worth
In
it.
the meantime, it's been a rock and roll weekend. There's been a lot of not drinking going on and a little bit of drinking going on over here. I'm going to continue the tradition. I'm going to find some kind of juice or something that I can use
Oh, okay. Right
to
on.
cut the vodka.
To make it seem healthy.
There we go. Ooh, orange strawberry banana juice.
Wow, that's
Oh, let's do a tropical morning drink with Bacardi rum and strawberry
Now,
banana
this is an
juice.
example of how not to be ketogenic, in case anyone's wondering. This is how not to do that. Actually, I'm going to crank the heat on this a little bit more.
Okay.
Because I just get impatient, and there's plenty of fat in here that it's not going to burn by any means.
Come on, that's looking good.
Oh, yeah. I might actually even cover it, just to speed things up.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about crispy with this, because it's going to be blended in with the frijoles anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're just using this for flavor and protein,
Nice.
and because it's bacon.
Because it's bacon.
Because it's fucking bacon, man. That's really it. That's it. That's all that's enough for me. You can put bacon in anything.
Ooh, this is fresh.
Whoa!
Yeah, straight Trader Joe's organic. even.
Hey, shout out to Trader Joe's. They're not sponsoring the show, but they should be.
That's right, they should. There we go.
So, we have these lovely zebra stripe plates, which we used for yesterday as well when we plated up our filet mignon.
Yes,
It was
yes.
delicious, by the way.
Oh, it was fantastic,
Oh,
man.
filet
Oh my
and
goodness.
asparagus. Oh, so good.
Mm-hmm.
That was a meal fit for a king, or queen, or prince, or whatever royalty you like.
Ooh, man, that's getting there.
Yeah, it is getting there. The other reason I like adding the butter, by the way, is it gives you a little more liquidity, which would be good for breaking the beans up.
That's right. My son worked my older son worked at a Mexican restaurant for a while and found out that their trick to restaurant style beans was just adding water.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They just took the canned beans or
Oh,
whatever.
that's
They just added water and it made it restaurant style. So
That's funny. Well, okay, here. So, pro tip from his son is that you want restaurant style beans. Just add water.
Just add
It's
water.
just like the ready-to-eat meals they take up into space. Just add water.
Just
Or
add
no, actually, they don't have water in space. Never mind.
Well, they have to.
Do they?
Well-
Oh, yeah, they have to. Oh, yeah, they do have to.
They gotta have to.
Yeah, that's true. They do. How does that... Okay, well, that's a question for any of my NASA people out there. Is how does that work?
Yeah?
Anyway.
I don't think you want to know how that
I
works.
probably don't.
No.
Mm.
Oh, man.
So, my goodness. You know, we have had an eventful weekend. Saw a pretty alright show last night.
Yeah, Cheap Trip and...
Blood Red Sky.
Blood Red Sky.
Yeah, which a couple of tribute bands. The Blood Red Sky was a U2 tribute, and Cheap Trip was obviously Cheap Trick. And
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. It was good.
Yeah, the drummer for the Blood Red Sky used to play with me for about 5 or 6 years in a band called Ground Wave.
Oh, yeah.
And then the drummer for Cheap Trip will be here today.
Oh, right.
He's a rock project.
That's
He's
right.
a rock project.
Yeah, duh. Nick.
Nick.
Mr. Nick. Who is also a cook.
He's also a very good cook, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's cool. We have. That's a little dangerous though. Too many cooks in the kitchen. We are rendering. Rendering nicely. Yeah, and I tend to be, aside from the fact that I like bacon to be, I mean, like, I'm not worried about it getting super crispy, but trichinosis is also not as sexy as it sounds.
Jeez, no, it's not.
No.
I am a fan of crispy bacon when I cook it to
Yeah.
eat with my fingers, you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. If I was cooking strips of bacon and just eat, these would be very crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. People that cook their bacon limp, just realize limp is not desirable in any form usually. Particularly not on your bacon. I'm saying it's not a happy adjective in my universe.
I'm not with you.
I thought you could relate. I thought you'd be in agreement on this.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I think we're gonna let this bacon render a little bit and just, come back and we'll just take it from there once the bacon's all set to go. But we'll keep the cameras rolling in case anything goofy and fun happens.
Sounds good.
In case a nipple pops out or something. It could happen. Hey, side boob.
Do.
Zippity-doo dah, motherfucker. I'm getting another cup of coffee because it's just that kind of day. This one I'm not going fancy, just using a little bit of oat milk here. Again, Johnny is not a dairy guy. Not that he doesn't like it, but it doesn't like him.
Poor Johnny.
Yeah, it's sad. And sometimes, well, last night I obviously cheated on that because I totally had blue cheese.
And a bonbon.
Yeah, well, that was your fault.
I just got it close enough to you.
Well, seriously, it is. It's like kryptonite, man. I have no defense for that. What am I going to do? Not eat the bonbon? That's not an option.
It's not an option, man.
That's not an option. Come on. Yeah, you are a cruel man.
I don't mean to be.
Yeah, well, the road to hell is paved in good intentions.
That thing was my favorite people line up there.
And there's a special place there for you, Mr. Bonbon Purveyor.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's where all the partying's going down. Yeah, I gotta laugh with the sinners, right?
That's right.
Ooh, look at this.
Mm-mm.
We're even getting some Krispies in here. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
The
yeah.
sound of bacon cooking is almost like sounds like applause, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should sample that.
You want to sample it? Oh, you mean sample like audio?
Yeah.
Like,
You want some screaming hot fat in your mouth right now?
yeah, I mean that'd be fun. That would be video worthy.
Yeah.
Watching you try to eat that and not cry.
I would cry.
You would cry. I would cry. Have you ever seen it's a movie called Lovebirds?
No.
It's with this guy whose last name I can't remember. His first name is Camille. He's a comedian. He's a Pakistani comedian. And this other chick whose name I am also blanking on. It's a hilarious movie, but there's this one scene where they basically get taken captive, and they're given the option of having hot bacon grease thrown in their face.
Oh, jeez.
Or I think the other option is being kicked by a donkey in the chest, like being back kicked.
Oh, jeez.
And the guy takes the back kick, and so that happens, and then he just looks at the chicken. He's like, take the grease, crazy. It's actually a funny as fuck movie. I highly recommend it.
Speaking of grease in the face, another pro tip: don't ever put frozen ground beef in a pan that has hot oil.
No.
No, my parents were trying to teach me how to cook. Want me to be responsible, you know. So they gave me the ingredients, but they didn't warn me about that. So what happened is the grease blew up, hit me right in the center, right there, and just peeled off a nice little red spot in the middle of my forehead for about a week or so.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That sounds so painful.
It was shocking.
Yeah, no, liquid in general will make, water and oil, guys, come on. When you heat the oil up before putting the water in, the oil gets really pissed off.
It does.
I'm saying, so, and then if you throw frozen stuff in there to boot where there's a massive temperature difference and you're throwing fucking something with the water, don't do that.
Don't do it.
You're gonna really be sad. Potentially you're gonna go to the hospital, okay?
It's true, I was lucky. Could have been blinded.
It's funny, there's an episode, Matty Madison, I mentioned him, he's one of the inspirations for me and my cooking channel.
Yeah?
Incredible cook up in Canada, and he's fucking hilarious, but there's an episode where he does a porchetta, and then after the porchetta he takes hot grease and puts it over the skin of the porchetta and basically makes chicharron out of it.
Wow.
He gets the pork rind happening, right?
Wow.
Which is it's cool, but he goes over that and he's like, you gotta respect the oil.
Yeah.
It will fuck you up if you don't. So now we're at a point, and you're looking here, right? So this bacon is kind of perfect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's sitting in a bunch of grease, so it's not going to be crunchy because it's wet, but it's fucking perfect. So now I'm going to throw in my onion and my garlic and let that render a little bit. I've turned my heat down to... technically it says low, but it's kind of like medium low because your burners are weird.
Yeah, it's because I tuned it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Get this all nice and mixed.
Fire! There you go.
Back to the 90s and Beavis and Butthead, the bane of every mother's existence.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, that smells so good.
Yeah?
You smell that? It needs wafts, dude, wafts. Take that in. Well, now I mince the onion very fine for a reason, because garlic does not need a lot of time to cook, and the onion minced will also not take a lot of time to cook. I did that to create cooking time parity.
I love it.
Yeah, it's important to think of these things. Plus, having the onion really fine and minced, it blends into the beans. It's not meant to be like a main part of the dish. It's a flavor,
Yeah,
Really
that
more of
makes
a
a lot of
seasoning.
sense. Because, yeah, when I'm creating sauces and such, I tend to put the onion in first.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then the garlic is because if it's finely minced garlic, it's done
Oh, it's done.
that.
Yeah. You don't want to burn your garlic. That's just mean.
Here, let's put that in the old.
Oh, we're gonna be green today.
We are going to be green.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
You are so environmentally conscious.
Thank you.
All right, so that was half of a lime that I put in there, and then I like to season this stuff ahead. Then all the seasonings are worked into that, and then it'll just blend overall better into the beans.
So what do you got? How much pepper are you doing here? Just a little.
It's like teaspoon and a half.
Okay.
I'm not big on measuring.
No, I don't.
I'm really
I don't do
lazy that way.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go a little lighter on the salt just because we already had bacon in there and butter that was salted. So I'm just gonna do like a teaspoon of salt to start,
Nice.
and then a little bit of cayenne.
Excellent.
Probably like half a teaspoon. Chili lime seasoning,
Chili lime.
which probably about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half on that. And then cumin. This is a very pungent seasoning, so I'm just going to go with like a little shy of a teaspoon. But did I say tablespoon earlier? I meant teaspoon. Every time I said tablespoon earlier, I meant teaspoon.
Excellent.
Just keep that in mind when you're watching the playback. Because I was not paying enough attention. You know?
Superimposed tablespoon. No, teaspoon.
Oh, it's okay. I'm giggling while I mix. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Just yeah.
Ooh.
Your nose just had inappropriate thoughts from smelling that.
Wow.
Now it's time for the beans. which I've already opened. Because I like to be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use so. So
Excellent.
we're just going straight in, and these are refried beans, man. Nothing special. Nothing added to them. I don't know if they're not low salt. I hate when things have like low fat, low salt. Fuck that noise. Just learn how to cook, okay?
That means low flavor.
Yeah, it does. I mean, unless you have a legit. I mean, look, if your doctor advised you, fine. But otherwise, like, don't be a health fad person. Because most of the health fads are bullshit anyway.
All right.
fads.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Beans are in.
Beans are in.
So we're going to get these nice and mixed. At this point, it's not going to take long to get the rest of our cooking process done. So we'll get these finished up, and then we'll do our eggs, and then we'll plate, and then we'll feast.
Yes.
So right now, we're just mixing in, getting them nice and blended.
I've never taken this much time on refried beans. This is fantastic.
Yeah. You've also never tasted refried beans this good.
Well, that's definitely going to be true.
Oh, man.
I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm learning stuff.
Yeah.
I like this.
That's the idea. I like to help people understand about cooking and stuff, and even people that know stuff. It's like, I mean, and I learned stuff from you yesterday, so.
Yay!
I like, learning's fun.
It is.
And
don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid of the unknown. Embrace it.
Embrace the unknown. That's right. Well, and the thing is, too, it's like the old saying goes, you know? Give a man a meal he eats for a day. Teach him how to cook, he'll never starve. And especially with artists, like, I don't know. I mean, this is a bit of a broad statement, but most of the artists I know don't physically take as good a care of themselves as they should. Just even on, like, a general health level, I mean, you know? And a lot of it is, like, knowing, like, how to cook for yourself, you know? It's important.
It is.
Because it's also healthier, aside from the fact that you'll never be without a meal. All right.
I am proud that both my sons know how to cook.
That is a very cool idea. All right, so we got that going. Now we're going to get our cheese in here. It's the last piece of the puzzle.
Excellent.
Yep, that's what's happened. Bro.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you need to try that.
Yep.
Jason.
That's refried beans in the history of the world.
And they haven't even added the cheese. Now I'm adding the cheese. Which this I will eat. I will take full. I will make my body suffer for these beans.
Oh man.
So this is an 8-ounce bag, and I'm probably going to use 2/3 to 3/4 of it to start.
Nice.
Just work those in.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That is looking really good.
Right? Well, it'll stick to your bones, and you know it's cold weather, so it's a good time of year for food like this.
Yeah.
Now, knowing me, I may end up just throwing the rest of this bag of cheese in here because
It's
it's
cheese.
fucking cheese, man. Cheese and bacon, and you know, fucking cheese and bacon. See, it renders me speechless.
It does.
It really does.
It's okay.
It's funny how happy food makes me. You know?
Does it make you as happy as guitars?
No, nothing makes me as happy as guitars, but pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty damn close. It is not a far cry. Yeah, I'm doing the rest of the cheese. Fuck it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So
You can
8
use those
ounces
if you want. If you want, yeah, 8 ounces of cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. This also too. My experience is that the beans also hold well as leftovers. So if you do happen to have leftovers, which you probably won't because they're fucking delicious, but if you do, if it's just you, for example, these will hold for a few days in the fridge quite nicely.
Yes, they will.
Make a great bean dip if you want just to eat them with some chips.
Jane is also a fan of making breakfast burritos.
Oh,
with
yeah.
whatever happens to be around in the fridge, you know. And this is a very, very nice start to a breakfast burrito.
Oh hell yes it is. These beans with like if you have like some leftover like steak, chicken or something, and then some of the guac and the pico that I'll be leaving with you when I head out. You know.
Yeah.
You will have some very good breakfast options for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. So these are pretty much there. I mean, you can let the cheese melt up a bit more or not, whatever you're feeling, but this to me is a done deal.
All right.
Yep.
Nice.
That right there.
Oh, for me again.
Of
Excellent.
course, you gotta know what the finished product's like, bro.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm gonna throw a cover on these and just take them off the heat, and we're gonna get our eggs made.
Oh.
Right? Pretty much.
Man, I feel like Bill Murray and What About Bob?
Oh my god. I love that movie. I really love that movie. Oh my god. What about Bob? Alright. So now for our eggs, we got some butter. And I'm thinking 2 apiece. That seem right? Or you want 3? What are you feeling? How hungry are you?
2's fine.
2 good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, eggs are fun because sometimes they cooperate and sometimes they don't. So if I don't get my yolks perfect, just don't fucking judge me, okay?
Okay.
But I have a pretty good technique for this.
I'm interested to hear it.
You will hear and you will see.
What do you look for?
Butter, which I put in a place. I like to make sure I have a really decent amount of fat in the bottom of the pan when I cook my eggs too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's part of my cooking process for them. But what I'll do is I'll get them going and then I'll actually steam them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. My dad taught me that.
Oh yeah?
Yes, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you know this technique. This is good.
But you are putting a lot more butter than I generally just, coat the bottom of the pan lightly. But
Well,
you know what? I never had a problem with having too much butter.
No, and the thing I do it'll make a little more sense, but it'll cook it a little more on the sides if there's like a little bit of depth to it. It's not like you're deep frying,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it just
Right.
gives it a little more of a cooking. It helps you cook it
Yes.
like on the sides. A little.
Yes, yes.
It'll make sense when you see it. I'm not explaining it well. Can you fill that out for me?
I can.
Thank you.
So look, Mexican 4 cheese.
Again, not sponsored, but they should be sponsoring us.
Farm style thick cut.
Yeah.
Shredded cheddar, Monterey Jack, queso, quesadilla, and asadero. What? Asadero? Asadero.
God bless you.
Yes, something like that. Anyways, it's fantastic. Whatever.
It is so fantastic. All right, so we get this nice and melted up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it is a big pan. I'm going to be cooking 6 eggs in it, so
Yeah.
it's not like we're doing a small amount of food in this amount of butter either. It's not like 1 egg and half a stick of butter.
This is true.
Not that I wouldn't do that, but I'm not. I won't be gluttonous. I won't be so gluttonous on this show. In case the kids are watching,
Oh man.
Oh,
Look at this.
Look at this. We got like a nice little swimming pool here for the kids to go in.
Mhm.
Like, think about it. If you were going swimming, would you want to swim in a pool with only a foot of water?
No, of course not.
So why would you do that to your eggs? So mean. People are so mean. Don't be stingy. By the way, love that you have cast iron pans.
Thank you.
It is quite nice. All right, eggs going in. I'll drop this. Full disclosure again, I've never really cooked eggs in cast iron, so this is gonna be fun.
What?
But
Sure.
yeah, there's 1 broken yolk. Well, those will be mine. Oh,
Oh yeah. Right away.
right.
Yeah. I know people that use eggshells as like fertilizer.
Yeah, totally. It's true. Alright, only 1.
Yeah.
Really, dude? God damn it, Johnny. Alright, now a little salt and pepper over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just got to. I'm going to turn the heat down a bit.
I like the idea of eggs cooking in a bath of butter.
Yeah, right? It just seems correct to me.
Man.
I'm just kind of making it snow on them a little bit,
I like that you're putting the spices in your hand and
Oh, yeah.
placing them, like you do. Because that way you really get a feel for what you're doing
Yes.
there.
And now we just got a little small amount of water.
Do you want a bigger?
Nope. This will be fun.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at that.
I checked it.
Nice. Nice.
I
Look at
made
that.
sure.
Brilliant.
Come on. Come on. Now, what's my name, Jason?
Johnny Farrell?
Exactly. Don't forget that. Don't forget that.
You're the guy with that cooking show.
Oh, yeah, that weirdo.
That Musician's Kitchen or something
Yeah,
like that?
something like
Excellent. That shouldn't have questioned it.
No, it's okay. It's all right. But yeah, so those, let them cook for like a minute and a half, something like that. Let them steam up. It'll give you basically an over easy-ish.
Yes.
If you really want them sunny side up, just don't do the steaming part. Just let them cook. Just let them cook slow so they don't get stuck to the pan. But that was always the thing when I was working line cook job is up. Sunday mornings, if the grill was not cooperating, your eggs were just always a fucking problem. Like getting the eggs, because you had to be fast, right?
Yeah.
So if your grill was like not cleaned well, or if you just had a lot of, sometimes those grills would just be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I don't even know why, but there were some Sundays where I just could not I couldn't flip an egg to save my life without breaking it. It was terrible.
It's always a risk, man.
No, it is. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Let them steam a little more.
Gorgeous.
This is getting there. Yeah. Yeah. So this is going to be pretty epic.
Yeah.
Actually, what am I doing?
I don't know. What are we
Well,
doing?
while I'm waiting for these, let's get the plates going, man.
All right, let's do it.
I'm going to get one plated up to show everyone, and then we're going to piece out and go eat.
That'll work.
So these are just like, whatever, you get these at the grocery store, they're the large tortilla. Like for, technically when you do tostada salads, they're on something like this.
Yes.
I'm going to do two because we got a lot of food here and I want to make sure that we plate up. I'm not going to give you like a tiny little dainty amount of food. I'm just not going to do it.
Thank you.
I'm going to turn the heat off on the eggs.
I'm definitely not a tiny little dainty kind of guy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. So, what do I want to do? Where do I want to bring this? Let's do this. Hold the plate.
I will hold the plate.
Yeah.
I'm going to make myself useful.
Yeah, but let's face this camera.
Yes.
Yeah. So, we're taking beans.
Beans.
And just like, it's going to be a lot of food. I'm just warning you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't do small meals, man. I really don't.
Very good.
Yep. I'm going to do 3.
Wow.
Yeah, look at the cheese. Look at that cheese factor, man. That's so delicious.
Look at that.
You are going to be so fat after you eat this meal.
Excellent.
It's going to be great.
Oh my gosh.
All right, now we're going to do some eggs. A couple eggs on there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. God, that's sexy. See, I mean, food makes me so damn happy. One. Yeah, hey, look at that. They're coming right out of the pan. I love it.
That is fantastic.
Holy hell.
Oh.
My first time cooking eggs in cast iron. Would you look at that shit? Holy hell, man. All right. Now, I want a spoon for this.
Right.
For the pico.
All right.
So yeah, now we're doing a little bit of pico.
And you made this, Pico.
I made that pico from scratch, sir. 100%. Sour cream. This will be either yours or Jane's. Nice little dollop in the middle.
Nice. Yeah. There it is.
And finally, guacamole.
Oh yeah. No packaging this packaged stuff in this guac.
No, this is the real deal, sir. This is the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is breakfast, my friend. Huevos Rancheros. Mwah!
Thanks, Johnny.
Let's go eat this motherfucker.
All right, let's do
Peace.
it. Jane, breakfast.
Let's say that again.
This is fabulous.
Yeah? You guys loving it?
We're loving it.
Love it.
Oh my God, look at that.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at this.
It's awesome.
Thank you, Johnny.
You are so welcome, guys. Enjoy. Bon appetit.